See me, buy bad records. Schneiden, Schweden, Schneiden, Snooschenbergen. What's up, VC? This is vinyl, recent vinyl finds, number 10. I'm up to 10 now. Wow. And in the background, we're listening to this. Because, basically, I'm retarded. I'm sorry. That's not politically correct. But you know what I mean. I buy records that I really shouldn't. Look at this freaking thing. What the hell's going on here? It's like, I don't know, the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse coming to destroy my eardrums. It's not that bad. It looked cool. I thought I was getting some kind of weird, like, oh, look at me. I'm trying to get out there and be Weird Gears. But it's some Hungarian something or other. I don't even know what this is. It looks cool, though. Maybe I'll be forced to sample this now. Anyway, let me tell you what happened. Went out record digging Sunday, which I don't normally do. I do it on Monday. And then Monday I felt I had to compensate. See, I went out with this impression, with this goal, that I was like, I'm going to do it, man. I'm going to, watch me some VC videos of Derek showing some funk stuff, and all the stuff with the that he shows. And I was like, I want to get that. And then Dan in Canada with his Italian rock records, I want that. And then Secco Funk with Joe Farrell. I'm going to go out and find that. And I come back with this. And other crap. A pile of crap I have here. So, I'm going to go through these. I got a lot to show. I did well on 45s, I think. And I did buy 2, 2 records from a record store rather than a Salvation Army. And I go into Salvation Armies and I just lose my mind. But anyway, yeah, so I got this Towel Toast joint here for some odd reason. And, in that same Sal's, there was Tom Tom Club. I don't think I have a clean copy of this. So I was like, alright, that's cool. That ain't a bad find. Tom Tom Club, I'm not complaining. This ain't bad either. You know what I mean? Like, and this track off there ain't that bad either. So maybe I'm being too hard, but Smokey's Family Robinson. 70s Smokey Robinson. And this is pretty good, you know what I mean? Like, on Tamla, there's that dude, I always forget that guy's name. There's that guy in the VC who says you can't go wrong with Tamla. Maybe you have a point there. I didn't have high hopes for this, but it's pretty good, and I love Smokey's voice. A little moist but choice, as Ghostface Killer says. I don't even know what the hell he means by that. But anyway, I think I do know what he means by that, but I'm trying to play stupid. Okay, let's talk about a piece of shit record that we also got here. I'm being mad cursey in this, I'm sorry. Tim Moore. What's wrong with me? Why do I buy these things? Why do I see this and think, oh yeah, this is gonna be. I mean, I went out. Alright, my goal was to grab from normal record stores, was to grab that Italian group that Dan in Canada shows with an R, Rain, something like that. I wanted to find that, I wanted to get that, and some of that Doom stuff he shows. And as a matter of fact, one record store had it one day. It was like that one that copies, that group that copies Black Sabbath's logo, I forget the name of the group, but they copy the Masters of Reality cover. And I didn't buy it the day I saw it, and I went back to get that. So my goal for regular record stores was to get some Doom. I did get one thing at a record store that I intended to get, so it wasn't a total loss. And I wanted to get maybe an Italian psych record, and I had this retarded dream, this delusional dream, that I'm going to find, I still got the dream, that I'm going to find Metallica's Kill 'Em All, Iron Maiden's first record, other metal like Venom. There's this Venom record that I used to scare me as a child that I want to have as an adult now. It had one side, it was all sounds and satanic nonsense. So I think I'm going to find this in a Salvation Army. I think I'm going to find these just sitting in a Salvation Army new. I don't know why I have this delusion. You never find that stuff in Salvation Armies anymore. But anyhow, that's why I went to a Salvation Army, 2 of them, and a thrift store. Thinking, yes, thanks. Thinking, yeah. And I bought all these crap records because I felt like I needed to have something, and that's the worst thing to do. You buy records like Tim Moore. Now, maybe some of you out there think, no, you're not, it wasn't that bad, I just gave it a listen. But it's like 70s singer-songwriter. You know what this record sounds like? This record sounds like if fucking Randy Newman and that fucking little guy, Paul Williams, Randy Newman, Paul Williams, the Leon Redbone, and Mr. Belvedere all got together to fucking make an easy listening record. Or, you know, an AM Gold joint, you know. As a matter of fact, I think there is like an AM Gold hit on here, a song called Love Enough. I believe it's like a radio hit. At least it sounded that way to me. So yeah, Tim Moore. I bought this. And and the lucky bonus prize with this was that it came with this freaking Scottish comedian record on One Up label. Live at Treachery. Trio? I can't even pronounce that. It's Max Boyce. Yeah, what a score that is, huh? Oh, and the goodness just doesn't stop there, folks. I see this record and think, oh yeah, this is like a collectible record. What I don't know what kind of crack I was smoking when I was looking through these records. This was all at a thrift store in Brooklyn, which luckily, to make up for the buying of retarded records like this, I bought some decent half-price clothes. I got some pants and some t-shirts and dress shirts, so at least I scored on the clothing. But yeah, this, I don't know why. I mean, maybe this is collectible and I'm just bugging. I listened to it on YouTube when I bought it to be like, see if I did the right thing. Because for some reason I saw this and I was like, oh, this is a rock record. It's like religious disco. What? Anybody know about this? Because I don't even know. I got to give it a listen. I'm not sure if I'm giving it away yet. I got to check it out. Might be some samples on it, but yeah, I'm losing it. And right along with that, I see this record. And I think, oh, it's jazz fusion. What? Why don't I read? This is more religious retardedness. It's like Jesus, like rock. And I looked it up, too. I looked it up on my phone. And I saw that it came up on a WFMU playlist. That's a freeform radio station out here in New York. And I thought, oh, FMU played it. It's got to be good. No. It is like, this is like if Bryan Adams found Jesus and made a record about it. It's, I don't know, man. That's another one that I'm going to be forced to sample. Now, on that same tip, I didn't listen to this one yet. Dan Fogelberg, anybody know anything? Netherlands? Actually, I think I peeped a YouTube of this on my phone when I bought it. And another one that I probably didn't even have to buy. And this one came with a bug. Isn't that nice? A little bug. But anyway, yeah, Dan Fogelberg. Maybe this'll end up being okay. The label's dope. A little tree. Hey, look at me, my little tree. So maybe this is good because it looks good. But see, this looks good too. That cover looks like this guy's like about to give you some funk, right? And eat everything in your fridge. But no! Anyway, so yeah, maybe this will turn out to be good. Maybe I'll even do a needle drop on it. Let's needle drop, shall we? Dan Fogelberg. So-called Dan Fogelberg. Come on, Dan. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Come on now. Okay, that's crap. That could be a sample. What about this one right here? Nah, so much for the little tree, huh? Okay, here come the gems. These are the gems of this ridiculous pick of mostly garbage. Lonnie Love on Profile. I don't know if this classifies as random rap, that category that Psycho Funk talks about in Ego Trip magazine, dubbed. Because it is on a major label. I think for it to be random rap, it has to be on a little label. I mean, I think maybe Profile's a little label, but it's a bigger label of the rap industry. Anyway, this is what you want from, 1981 type rap. Disco-y, Spony G sounding, Lonnie Love, young ladies. So I was happy to find this. At least I got one decent record. And here comes the major gem. Come on, man! Here comes the major gem. J.J. Cale. Now, I haven't listened to this yet. I just know that people like J.J. Cale. And this record has a very dope cover. There's a back cover. And I haven't listened to it yet because this one I'm at least... I don't know. I'm sure that it's good. I don't really know even what J.J. Cale totally does, but I assume it's like folky, Neil Youngy or something. I don't know. But this one is better than the best one so far, and the Lonnie Love. This is just wacky. Now, I buy stuff like this because I just got a bad habit of buying like weird novelty records, and Don Rickles is on it. So, Zingers from the Hollywood Squares, and it's on Event, and I think that's what really made me get it because the only thing I have on Event records is the Fatback Band, Bus Stop and stuff like that, like 45s. So I like that a funk label, or a label I know as a funk label, is putting out strange things like this. So this might be it's getting better, right? But no, don't get too excited because I also bought retarded stuff like this. I gotta listen to this. I'm praying there's a sample on this. I mean, it's religious, so I should pray, right? This is some movie about some guy who got his face ripped off, and then he got reconstructive surgery, and then he said, oh, Jesus is great. So here you go. Alright? We'll see what happens. I don't know why I bought all these Jesus records. I don't know what was I thinking. If there's not a sample on this, then I'm just going to make art out of it. The Great Johnny Rivers. I bought this because of that song Poor Side of Town. Although that could be Johnny Thunders. I don't know. I don't think. Clearly I don't think when I buy records in a thrift store. But it's on a cool label and it's clean. It looked cool and I like 60s stuff. So there you have it. Now, let's get into buying records that I actually set out to buy. I saw this last week when I was in a record store and I passed up on it and I said, now I gotta go back and get it. De La Soul mixtape, remixes, rarities, and classics. Yeah. This record, listening to it today, made me realize how amazing De La is and how much they influenced me when I was a kid. And I really after listening to this, was like, I need to go back and buy clean copies of everything they've done. I have all their albums. Aside from Balloon Mind State, I never got that on vinyl. I think I might have that on CD. So I want to get a vinyl copy of that. I don't think I have a vinyl copy of Stakes is High either. And everything after Stakes is High, I gotta educate myself about, because I didn't really pay attention to them after Stakes is High, but I know they did decent stuff after it. So, yeah, I want to get 3 Feet High and Rising on that Four Men with Beards reissue, but it's like ridiculously hard to get now. So while I was in that record store buying De La, I also saw another record from my childhood, and was like, yeah, I need to rebuy this because somebody stole this from me. So yeah, MC Shan, Down by Law. This was like probably one of the first records I bought with my own money when I was a kid. On Cold Chillin', promotional copy. So yeah, so I had to pick this up. Little story about Cold Chillin' Records quickly. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with Marley Marl. Obsessed with the Marley Marl's Rap Attack here in New York. Used to play everybody who didn't live in the Bronx and had the privilege of going to the park and hearing Kool Herc and Grandmaster Flash spin, got turned on to hip-hop via radio shows. And one of the biggest ones was Mr. Magic's Rap Attack that had Marley Marl on it. And you know, so I was like, Marley Marl is one of my first childhood music idols. And when Cold Chillin' first started coming out, they put their phone number on the label, like Jamaican labels. So I like called once, pretending to be, I think LL Cool J or something. I pretended to be somebody like that. And I was like, yo, let me speak to Marley, man. I said, hello, man. And the secretary was like, this ain't no LL Cool J. And she hung up on me. So, yeah, that's my Cold Chillin' story, huh? Alright, let's show you where I did do okay. I went to another Salvation Army, where I got this record we're listening to, and I think I scored decently on 45s. First being Bill Cosby. This song, Yes, 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 is hilarious. It's Bill Cosby basically talking over 70s disco funk to his wife about spending all his money and crashing his car, and it's like Barry White parody. It's really funny. And Ben, the other side, is another like talky funk. It's like Bill Cosby rapping, which is kind of hilarious because like nowadays he's kind of lost all touch with like reality, and he's like just like angry, you know, the kids and the jazz. But yeah, he was basically rapping back in the day. Another decent record, the Mad Lads, Nothing Can Break Through. This sounds like Northern Soul. And I Want Someone, really nice. These records didn't look like they were in the greatest condition, and they're not. I mean, they're a little beat, but you know, little vinyl tip of the day. Got them home. I mean, I only picked the ones that I could tell just with a good cleaning would play, and this being one of them. No skips, little crackle, but there was some like, I don't know what, like gunk just piled up on it. Got it home, a little alcohol, a little hot water and soap, you know, good to go. So you see some shitty 45s or records, you know, you got, if you inspect them correctly, you're actually getting a decent record. Unlimited Touch, Searching to Find the One on Prelude. I might even have this already, but I can't resist disco, good disco on 45. Same thing with Sugar Hill. I collect Sugar Hill. So any Sugar Hill 45 I see, even if it's Rapper's Delight, I actually don't have a Rapper's Delight on 45 with Here I Am on the B-side. So yeah, picked up that. Tom Brown, trumpet player. I have a record of his that I want to sample for like years, and I still haven't gotten to it. Funkin' for Jamaica, New York. And this is like, I'm gonna get it into. It's like, I don't think this is the original. Isn't that a Grace Jones song? But this is really good. The B-side's good too. Dreams of Loving You. good funk. You know, I made a score with the funk. Curtis Mayfield, The Makings of You. If there's a hell below or something, no, don't worry. If there's a hell below, we're all going. You know, this is a little beat, but Makings of You, I love that song. Yeah, James Brown, Papa Don't Take No Mess. You know, cleaned it up, plays, no skips. The Escorts, Let's Make Love at Home Sometime. Well, where else are they making love? But nothing without. This is good. Talky, slow jammy, good soul. Little Timmy Thomas. I already have this, but I have it on a Canadian label, so I got the green label. Why Can't We Live Together? With Funky Me and the B-side. This is a great 45. I probably will always buy cheap copies of it. There it is. James Brown. Cleaned it up. It was fine. Marvin Gaye, Trouble Man. This is the live version, though. I'm not really feeling the live version. I like the one that everybody knows. Gotta Give It Up, Marvin Gaye. This is a great one to have. I actually don't have a clean copy of this, and this isn't that clean, but it's cleaner than the copy I have. Good for weddings and such, and DJing. And James Brown, Don't Be a Dropout, with Tell Me That You Love Me. King James Brown, earlier James Brown and the Flames type stuff. There's a trumpet opening on this that I think I'm gonna sample. So that is my dig, VC. I don't know, man. I think I might have to like lay off, you know, record stores and maybe get some quality purchases online, because I think I need more quality in what I'm buying here. Although some of the stuff I got is good, you know. There's a couple things I just didn't need to buy, but hey, it's good fodder for VC updates, I guess. I'm gonna go on a Salvation Army hunt for those rock records, man. I think, and metal records. I think I am gonna be successful. I may have to go to like 5 in one day, but I'm convinced that they're there. The vinyl gods need to shine upon me. Anyway, vinyl update number 10. Shout outs to everybody out there turning me on to stuff. Astral Traveler, Secco Funk, Derek, another 12 inches. Mr. Hall of Fame, and shout out to Collector of Music for subscribing, and everybody else subscribing and keeping up, man. I really appreciate it. Alright, I'll see you next video.